So I thought I had better get this done. I've been putting it off, not wanting to face reality, I guess. But we are home. We did go back after visiting my mom in Fresno. We had a wonderful trail angel, Colleen, at the Hertz dealer when we took our rental back, and she just out of the blue said, "I'll take you to Aqua Dulce." That was magical. We got back. We did end up hiking all the way to the fire closure where we had to detour towards Lake Hughes, and I'll have some video and photos from that section after this. But Scott's sinuses were continuing to get bad, very bad, difficult sleeping, and they would not schedule a CT until we were actually in town, which, I encourage to say you're in town, but we are back and that's scheduled for Monday. Hopefully that will show us some things, something that maybe he can do to help that. So I have a lot of mixed emotions, sadness, disappointment. Really wanted to get to Kennedy Meadows at least and walk in and get my bandana, but that will have to wait. I am looking at hiking a large part of the PCT in Washington starting mid-August. Scott will join for some of that, and hopefully other friends will meet up along the way. But I was starting to feel good. A lot of the original aches and pains were going away. I was feeling motivated, and then had to make that decision to come back. So I want to thank everyone who has followed along, who has made positive comments and prayers. I know it's been great. And I'm happy that I did the video so I can look back and see our journey along that in the desert section. It was hard. And the interesting part of this whole thing is not just the physical, but the mental aspect, the emotional. And that day I decided to go home when we had just finished going over the rock slide and all those blowdowns. And it was beautiful. I just can't explain that. And in hindsight, I wish I would have toughened out, like they say, never go home on a bad day. But it wasn't really a bad day. It was like my mind just clicked. That's it. And I didn't know how to combat that. So I'm more aware of what can happen now, and we'll work on that not happening again, on ways to fight back, to keep going and just say, okay, well, let's wait to the end of today and see how that goes. And I wish I would have. So I would really like to get back this fall and finish up the rest of the San Jacintos, since we did go down the Devil's Slide Trail to Idlewild, which leaves about 30 miles to finish up. And if they open up around Baden-Powell, I'd like to go do those miles too. I considered going back to the desert this fall, but with the drought conditions, that makes water even more difficult. So you never know, but that could be very challenging. So again, thank you for following. I appreciate it more than you know. And I will be doing some more videos and practicing my skills on some local hikes as I try to stay somewhat in shape for Washington. Thank you. Bye.
Video. So what were you saying about one beer?
I said one beer doesn't normally make my eyes fuzzy, but this one does, so I think it must be fairly high alcohol content.
Scott's drunk.
Not drunk, but I'm feeling the effects of a beer.
We're at Aqua Dulce, ready to head out. Here we are, starting out at Aqua Dulce in the middle of the day like dummies. But we did have a beer, so we're feeling happy. It's Monday, the 24th. Here we are, leaving Aqua Dulce. Scott's getting some sunscreen, as it is a bit sunny out here. These are the hills as you leave Aqua Dulce. Maybe a yellow Mariposa. We'll have to check. Or a poppy. Well, we just climbed up from down there. That's Aqua Dulce down there. Guess we reached the top. And now we get to go down.
So 1.4 ahead, there's supposed to be water this morning. 2.3 ahead.
That sounds nice.
And it's a 10 site.
So the hill back there is the one we climbed up yesterday. Came back down. Then we came up this one. And now, typical, we go back down. Hey, bunny. Bye, bunny. So, about this time of day, almost noon, feels somewhat like a death march. You can see the trail over there. We just wind in and out. Foot is hurting. So I could think of a few words to describe this, but then my grandsons couldn't watch it. At least there's a breeze. It's steep climb up out of Green Valley. You can see the desert out there and the windmills. Not sure where the aqueduct is, but out there somewhere. Another one of those little fuzzballs. Gonna move. There you go. Hello. You're cute. Coming into Lake Hughes. Lovely little 2.5 mile road walk.